Yo, Africa, one Africa. Always here to represent Africa. Swahili Nation, guys, stay connected with us. But well, as I always say, this is bigger than me and it's bigger than you. We're here to talk about Africa. We're here to celebrate Africa. And today's reaction is amazing because I'm gonna go ahead to do reaction on one of the Africa's finest. This person right here, me personally, I really respect him. I've watched a couple of his speech and I really respect because of his mentality, his spirit of Pan-Africanism. We don't have a lot of people like this. Maybe we do, but we don't really know. But this person right here, I think he's a motivation. He's a motivation to a lot of young Africans there and a lot of old Africans as well. So I'm gonna just go to do reaction right now. And always remember, man, our goal and our dream is to have Africa that has peace, unity, and love. One Africa, that's our goal. That's what we are craving for. And I'm gonna go to do reaction on Ghana's president shocks UN by reversing the world dead Africans COVID predictions on them. Hey man, I'm so excited. I haven't seen this. I haven't watched this reaction. I mean this video. So right now, I'm gonna go and watch for the first time and do reaction with you guys. I cannot wait to do reaction for this. But let me teach you guys a little bit of Swahili. Alright? One Africa. You can say Afrika moja. One Africa. Afrika moja. Alright, without wasting time, guys, let's go. And I appreciate for this YouTube channel, Tunacheki, for actually sharing this content, and I'm here to do reaction there. Alright, let's go.
Back in 2017, when I made my first appearance at the General Assembly as the newly elected president of Ghana, I said neither Ghana nor Africa wanted to be scars on anybody's conscience.
Exactly.
I said we want to build economies that are not dependent on charity and handouts.
So good.
Long and bitter experiences have taught us that no matter how generous the charity, we would remain poor. 1 year on, although infection rates and deaths are relatively lower in the region, the virus's impact on economies and livelihoods has been damaging. The pandemic has also shown us that the great advances in science and technology notwithstanding, we still have a lot to learn and discover about the human body and about life. Thus far, in spite of the grisly predictions of dead bodies littering the streets of Africa, and in spite of not having as much access to vaccine as the developed world, Africa seems mercifully to have escaped the worst of the COVID death rates.
That's true.
We thank God.
Amen.
One unfortunate development appears to be the recent measures on entry into some countries in Europe, which suggests that Covishield, the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine manufactured in India, is not recognized by these countries. What is intriguing is the fact that this vaccine was donated to African countries through the COVAX facility. The use of vaccines as a tool for immigration control will be a truly retrogressive step. Even before the pandemic outbreak, many had concluded that the current structure of global economic cooperation, designed some 77 years ago, has proven inadequate to finance infrastructure and economic transformation in developing countries. Given the incapacity of the global financial system to produce the necessary outcomes to finance sustainable development, we need a constructive review. COVID-19 provides a great chance to rethink global economic cooperation based on the principles of mutuality, equity, sustainability, and collective prosperity envisaged by the SDGs.
Collective prosperity. That's what's up, brother.
But that if the famous gathering in San Francisco was to take place today, it would be a significantly different United Nations Charter that would be written. In much the same way, a World Bank or IMF or WHO that is born today would be radically different institutions from those that were set up after the World War. As many of the countries in today's world, especially in Africa and the Caribbean, were not present in San Francisco. African governments have already spent scarce reserves fighting the pandemic and providing social protection to millions of affected households. Ghana has been advocating that innovative financing must also address structural challenges beyond responding to immediate fiscal needs by providing mechanisms to facilitate investments in health infrastructure, technology, the environment, and people that would bolster resilience and equitable recovery. The IMF's unprecedented $650 billion United States SDR allocation offers a unique opportunity to provide additional financial resources to address the vast and surging inequities the pandemic has revealed and a crisis to come. Africa's allocation is some 33 billion United States dollars. If ever there was a time for an African Marshall Plan, it is now.
Yes.
The SDR infusion should be seized upon as a catalytic effort to leapfrog Africa to the next level of human development and ensure sustained global prosperity.
That's all we need.
African
That's all we
leaders
want.
have advocated for a prudent and transparent channeling of 25 to 35% of SDRs, that is $160 to $230 billion, from wealthier to vulnerable countries, $100 billion of which should be dedicated to Africa. We welcome the support of the European countries represented at the Africa Summit in France, the IMF, the G7 and G20 to some SDR redistribution. Mr. President, proceeds of channeled SDRs should fund vaccine acquisition and manufacturing, climate and green investments, and a Pan-African stability mechanism, like the European Stability Mechanism, that will safeguard financial stability on the continent.
That's true.
A part of the redistribution should also help fund the recapitalization of the African Development Bank and Afri-Exim Bank to support industrialization, private sector job creation, and the African Continental Free Trade Initiative.
Come on.
Thirdly,
come on, man.
we must reposition key multilateral organizations and international financial institutions such as the United Nations, the other Bretton Woods institutions, and the G20 to reflect inclusiveness, support country investments in global public goods, and ensure fast-track financial support to build back better and prepare for future pandemics. For instance, the key to the G20's effectiveness is that it achieves representative coverage of the global population and economy with a diversified enough number of leaders at the table to enable speed and flexibility in deliberation and decision-making. Admitting the African Union to an expanded G21 would have the same galvanizing effect within Africa that the EU's participation in the G20 has within Europe, strengthening policy coordination and coherence across the 54 African economies. With the African Union at the table, the group suddenly would have representation for 54 more countries, 1.3 billion more people, and 2.3 trillion more output. This extraordinary increase in representation will add just one seat to the table and about 10 minutes to the discussion. However, it will redefine global policy coordination to enable a more prosperous, inclusive, and sustainable world to emerge. I thank you for your attention.
Come on, man. Come on now. Africa stand up, man. Africa stand up. You know, I love this speech so much because this speech is very intellectual. you know, the president of Ghana, what he's doing is he's not just saying things that he don't understand, but he's saying things that he knows, and he has solutions for it. Giving solution A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what we need. This is what we need in Africa. It's what we need, man. This, like, I always say this, man, when we have good leaders who are standing for Africa, speaking for Africa, because he could have just stood here and speak about Ghana, but I didn't hear a word Ghana in the whole entire speech. He has only been talking about Africa. We need, if we have, I mean, when we have leaders like this, we need to celebrate them. We have to celebrate them, and we have to applaud them. We have to be behind them, because this is the spirit of Africanism, man. I don't know if that's a word, but Africanism, this is the spirit. And the best we can do is stay behind them and be like, you know what? We are together with you, because leaders like this, man, it's not a lot. We don't have that a lot. Yeah, so shout out to Ghana president for an amazing speech. And I know a lot of presidents, they made speech right there. Even my president made speech right there. So hopefully we'll come and do reaction for the other speeches as well. But this is the voice of Africa, man. And this is something that we have to pay attention on. And this is something that we have to actually listen and take initiative. And I'll add one thing, that in Africa, man, love, peace, and unity is possible in Africa. So let's keep spreading that, and let's keep believing in that, man, because everything is possible. And what we're wishing for is for one Africa. Don't forget to love one another and spread peace wherever you are. Swahili Nation, Swahili to the world. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.